For all the racist fucks that keep saying they have black fatigue, I think it's time we set the record straight. You don't have black fatigue, you have history fatigue. You're tired of being reminded that black people didn't just participate in the world, they were a huge part in shaping it. Every race and every culture has benefited from the sacrifices that black people have made. The civil rights movement didn't just open doors for black Americans, it expanded freedoms for everyone. And the shameful part is black people hardly, if ever, get the credit for it. Black people aren't just in music and sports. You guys need to get out more, okay? Black people are doctors, lawyers, pilots, judges, engineers, educators, innovators, and the list goes on. They hold up systems that people rely on daily while pretending that contribution doesn't exist. And no, this isn't pandering. This is lived experience. I grew up in an all-white neighborhood with very few black people and no other Asians. And at that time, the only culture that accepted me without question was the black culture. So when people talk about a world without black people, they expose how very little they understand about the world they already live in. Without black people, you don't get a world with less noise, you get a world with less creativity, less freedom, less culture, and less progress. If that truth exhausts you, it's not fatigue, it's discomfort with knowing how much you benefit from this world without acknowledging the source.
Happy Black.
Black people have made many important contributions and inventions that changed the world in science, medicine, technology, agriculture, music, and everyday life. Below are some well-known creations and innovations by black inventors and creators. Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan created inventions that still impact daily life. Traffic signal, 3-position traffic light, vertical traffic light, helped make modern intersections safer. Safety hood/early gas mask, used by firefighters and rescue teams. His work helped shape modern traffic control systems used worldwide. Granville T. Woods. Granville T. Woods was known as the Black Edison. Key contributions: railway telegraph system, allowing trains to communicate with stations. Electrical railway improvements that helped modern train systems. Over 50 patents in electrical engineering. Marie Van Britten Brown. Marie Van Britten Brown helped create the first home security system. Her invention included cameras to view outside the door, two-way microphone, alarm button to contact police. This became the foundation of modern home security and CCTV systems. George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver revolutionized farming. He developed hundreds of uses for crops, such as peanuts, sweet potatoes, soybeans. His work helped Southern farmers restore soil and diversify crops. Mark Dean. Mark Dean helped develop the personal computer. Major achievements: co-creator of the IBM PC architecture. Helped develop the color PC monitor. Holds several important computer patents. Musical note music created by black communities. Black culture created several major musical genres that shaped global music. Jazz, blues, rock and roll, hip-hop, R&B. Artists like Louis Armstrong, James Brown, and Tupac Shakur helped shape modern music. White heavy checkmark. Other important inventions by black inventors include the modern ironing board, the carbon light bulb filament improvement, the automatic elevator doors, the super soaker water gun by Lonnie Johnson. Light bulb. In short, black inventors and creators have contributed enormously to science, transportation, computers, agriculture, medicine, and culture, shaping the world we live in today. Here are 50 important inventions, discoveries, and creations by black inventors, scientists, and creators across technology, medicine, agriculture, engineering, and culture. 50 creations and innovations by black people. Gear, technology, and engineering. Traffic signal, modern 3-light system, Garrett Morgan vertical traffic light. Gas mask/safety hood, Garrett Morgan. Railway telegraph communication system, Granville T. Woods. Automatic railway braking improvements, Granville T. Woods. Modern home security system/CCTV concept, Marie Van Britten Brown. Personal computer architecture, IBM PC bus, Mark Dean. Color PC monitor technology, Mark Dean. Fiber optic communication research, Shirley and Jackson. Portable fax improvements, Shirley and Jackson. Super soaker water gun, Lonnie Johnson. Hospital medicine and science. Blood bank storage system, Charles R. Drew. Drop of blood. Blood plasma preservation techniques, Charles R. Drew. Laser cataract surgery technology, Patricia Bath. Medical imaging techniques, Valerie Thomas. 3D illusion transmitter, used in imaging tech, Valerie Thomas. Automatic pacemaker improvements, Otis Boykin. Electrical resistor used in many electronics, Otis Boykin. Chemotherapy research contributions, Jane Cookwright. Leprosy treatment breakthroughs, Alice Ball. Modern surgical techniques in heart surgery, Daniel Hale Williams. Tractor agriculture and food. Hundreds of peanut-based products, George Washington Carver Peanuts. Crop rotation methods for soil health, George Washington Carver. Improvements in sugar refining, Norbert Rillieu. Evaporator system used in sugar processing, Norbert Rillieu. Commercial yeast improvements for baking, Joseph Lee. House everyday household inventions. Improved ironing board, Sarah Boone. Improved clothes dryer design, George T. Sampson. Dustpan design improvement, Lloyd Ray. Lawn sprinkler system, Joseph H. Smith. Modern elevator door system, Alexander Miles. Automobile transportation. Electric railway system improvements, Granville T. Woods. Streetcar electrical pickup system, Granville T. Woods. Improved railroad signaling system, Granville T. Woods. Helicopter design improvements, Paul E. Williams. Automatic gear shift indicator, Richard Spikes. Satellite antenna space, physics and advanced technology. Satellite communication research, George Carruthers. Ultraviolet space camera for the moon, George Carruthers. Portable gamma ray spectrometer, George Carruthers. Nuclear physics discoveries, Ernest Everett Just. Cell biology breakthroughs, Ernest Everett Just. Musical note cultural creations, global impact. Jazz, blues, rock and roll, hip-hop, soul music, R&B. Trophy other important innovations. Golf tee design improvement, George Grant. Portable pencil sharpener, John Lee Love. Folding chair improvements, Nathaniel Alexander. Ice cream scoop with mechanical lever, Alfred L. Crawley soft ice cream. White heavy checkmark bottom line. Black inventors helped build many parts of modern life, from traffic lights and blood banks to computers, medicine, music, and space technology. Thumbs up if you'd like. I could also show you something fascinating. 20 inventions you use every day that were created by Black inventors. Black inventors that changed the internet and smartphones. 100 inventions by Black people, the full list. Show me more. Here are 50 more inventions, discoveries, and creations by Black inventors, scientists, and pioneers. This continues the list beyond the first 50 and shows how widely Black innovators contributed to modern life. 50 more creations by Black inventors and creators, gear engineering and industrial technology. Refrigeration truck cooling system, Frederick McKinley Jones. Portable movie sound equipment, Frederick McKinley Jones. Ticket dispensing machine, Frederick McKinley Jones. Telephone transmitter improvements, Lewis Latimer. Carbon filament for longer-lasting light bulbs, Lewis Latimer. Light bulb electrical and computer technology. First handheld cellular phone technology contributions, Henry T. Sampson. Gamma electric cell technology, Henry T. Sampson. Computer operating system improvements, Mark Dean. High-performance web servers, Philip Emeagwali. Parallel supercomputer processing methods, Philip Emeagwali. Rocket space and physics. NASA satellite research technologies, Katherine Johnson. Orbital trajectory calculations for space missions, Katherine Johnson. Spaceflight navigation mathematics, Katherine Johnson. NASA aerospace research engineering, Mary Jackson. Supersonic airflow research, Mary Jackson. Hospital medicine and health. Human blood plasma transport systems, Charles R. Drew. Advanced cancer chemotherapy treatments, Jane Cookwright. Early heart surgery techniques, Daniel Hale Williams. Lazerfico device for cataract surgery, Patricia Bath. Leprosy injectable treatment, Alice Ball. Household and consumer products. Electric lamp improvements, Lewis Latimer. Automatic fish baiting device, George Cook. Improved mop design, Thomas W. Stewart. Improved washing machine wringer, Ellen Eglin. Fountain pen ink filling system, William B. Purvis. Automobile transportation and mechanical systems. Air brake safety improvements, Elijah McCoy. Automatic lubrication systems for trains, Elijah McCoy. Locomotive oiling cup technology, Elijah McCoy. Automatic railway lubricators, Elijah McCoy. Portable fire extinguisher improvement, George Edward Alcorn Jr. Chief of Rice Agriculture and Food.
Here are 50 more things Blacks have invented, space and physics. NASA satellite research technologies, Katherine Johnson. Orbital trajectory calculations for space missions, Katherine Johnson. Spaceflight navigation mathematics, Katherine Johnson. NASA Aerospace Research Engineering, Mary Jackson. Supersonic airflow research, Mary Jackson. Hospital medicine and health. Human blood plasma transport systems, Charles R. Drew. Advanced cancer chemotherapy treatments, Jane Cook Wright. Early heart surgery techniques, Daniel Hale Williams. Laserphico device for cataract surgery, Patricia Bath. Leprosy injectable treatment, Alice Ball. Household and consumer products. Electric lamp improvements, Louis Latimer. Automatic fish baiting device, George Cook. Improved mop design, Thomas W. Stewart. Improved washing machine wringer, Ellen Eglin. Fountain pen ink filling system, William B. Purvis. Automobile transportation and mechanical systems. Air brake safety improvements, Elijah McCoy. Automatic lubrication systems for trains, Elijah McCoy. Locomotive oiling cup technology, Elijah McCoy. Automatic railway lubricators, Elijah McCoy. Portable fire extinguisher improvement, George Edward Alcorn Jr. Sheaf of rice agriculture and food science. Crop rotation soil restoration methods, George Washington Carver. Peanut oil industrial uses, George Washington Carver. Sweet potato industrial products, George Washington Carver. Food dehydration techniques, George Washington Carver. Soybean industrial products, George Washington Carver. Musical notes, cultural and creative contributions. Gospel music, funk, reggae, disco, house music. Brain science and academic breakthroughs. Sociological research on race relations, W.E.B. Du Bois. Modern Black Sociology Studies, W.E.B. Du Bois. Early Atomic Physics Research, Edward Bouchet. Biology Research on Marine Life Cells, Ernest Everett Just. Cell Fertilization Research Discoveries, Ernest Everett Just. Books, Education, Literature and Knowledge. The Concept of the Talented Tenth, W.E.B. Du Bois. Major Civil Rights Literature, James Baldwin. African American Historical Scholarship, Carter G. Woodson. Creation of Black History Week, later Black History Month, Carter G. Woodson. Major Modern American Poetry Innovations, Maya Angelou. White heavy checkmark altogether. You now have 100 major creations, inventions, discoveries, and cultural innovations connected to Black inventors and pioneers. These contributions helped shape modern transportation, medicine, computers, agriculture, music and culture, space exploration, household technology,